Good evening, my seashells, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shelly, and I post random videos about random things. It could go from beauty videos to lifestyle videos to vlogs, anything under the sun. You name it, I film it, for the most part. And today, I was inspired by a new subscriber that I just began to follow. I actually love her to death. She's so sweet and she's so cute, and I love her family. If you want to give her a follow, her name is Shannon Rose. It's spelled with an SH, not a C, and I was inspired by her to film this video. So today I am going to be sharing with you my goals for 2022, as well as some planning that I've been doing for my wedding. And I have some other organizational things that I have been trying to incorporate into my new year. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. To start, if you guys haven't noticed, my hair isn't pink anymore. I changed it again. I dyed it. I'm sorry it is up. I usually wear my hair up for work. And no, I do not wear makeup for work either. I just threw a little bit on because I didn't want to look like a complete bum on the internet for you guys. But I did work this evening, or this morning I should say. So I do not wear makeup for work. So this is just something I threw on really quickly. I actually got around to using one of my birthday presents that I got from Nick, and it was the Peace, Love, and Libra palette from ColourPop. I am a Libra, if you did not know, but I threw some makeup on because I wanted to film this video for you guys. And yeah, I never wear makeup for work. So if I look a little ratchet, sorry. I also wear my hair up for work too. I never usually keep it down. So, you know, you're just gonna have to deal with it until my next video. Maybe I will actually put it down for my next video. I don't know, we'll see. Also, I am sorry I did not film me dyeing my hair. Last weekend was very busy. I had a lot going on and I was unable to film. I know that wasn't an excuse, but I promise you I will give you guys more content this month, and I thought this would be a fun video for you guys to see. So without further ado, let's get started into my goals for 2022. Yes, I'm going to read them out of the book because I do not have them all memorized in here. So the first goal that I have in here is to have the videographer for our wedding paid off. I have a good chunk of change to still pay off for our videographer for the wedding, but my goal is to try to have it completely paid off by this year. We'll see how that works, but that is one. I also have here that I would like to pay off the first half of our payment for our photographer. So for our photographer for the wedding, we had to put a down payment, like a deposit, to book the photographer. And then we have two separate payments that we have to make, one of which is this year, I believe in September, and the second payment is due next year, the month before our wedding, which I believe is in May. So I would like to have at least the first half of our payment paid off. Actually, we have to have it paid off, so it's a goal, but it's definitely a must for the year. I also have here that I have to, or I would like to, pay off the other half of my wedding dress. So I picked out my wedding dress. If you didn't know, I didn't get a chance to film it for you guys. I'm really sorry, but I will put in pictures here. This past weekend, I went and tried on wedding dresses and I got my wedding dress and I'm very excited about it. No, I cannot show it to you guys on YouTube. I'm really sorry, but Nick watches my videos, so I cannot show you anything pertaining to my wedding dress. All I can tell you is it's going to be beautiful and you guys will see it in time, but now is not that time. Plus, they have to order it because I have some changes I would like to make to the dress. So in due time, you guys will all see it. But for now, I have to keep it a secret from you all. I am terribly sorry. But we had to put a 60% deposit down for my dress. So I have to pay the other half of it by September when my dress comes in. It's not, again, this isn't a goal. It's more so something I have to do, but I mean, I put it as a goal just to remind myself that I want to do this. So, and I have to do this. So, you know, that's why I put it there. Another goal is to decide on what caterer we're going to have for our wedding. A lot of these are unfortunately wedding related, so I'm terribly sorry, but I do have a lot of wedding related things going on this year. So that is why there are a lot of wedding related goals in here. But we are currently in the process of picking out caterers for the wedding. We are pretty much torn between two at the current moment. Our venue only allows us to pick from the listed ones that are on their website. And there are two that we are torn between, one of which we just went to the tasting for this past weekend. And this upcoming weekend, we will be going to the tasting for the other one. And that is when we will make a final decision on what we're going to do. I have to, or I'm trying to, put money aside for Courtney's bridal shower, bachelorette party, and her wedding. So Courtney is one of my best friends. I have known her for many years. I've known her for 10 plus years, pretty much a decade. And we, you know, obviously I am a part of her bridal party. I am a bridesmaid. So, and this is the first wedding I have ever been a bridesmaid in. So it is an exciting experience, but it's also a little crazy, not gonna lie. So, you know, there's a lot of events that I am going to be participating in, and I have to put money towards those events. So I need to make sure I stay on top of doing that because, again, this month is going to be a very busy month with wedding related things going on. Not just my own, but I have two other weddings. Courtney's is one of them that I am in and going to attend. And my girlfriend Ashley is also getting married this year after Courtney, 2 months after her to be specific. And I'm going to be attending that wedding as well. So on to the next thing, which is work on saving money in general. So I've had a lot of expenses that I've had to take care of recently in the past year. And I want to try to focus more, since we are still living with my parents, I would like to focus more on trying to save. I have things that I'm working to pay off, and I would like to put money aside to save for the future and everything that we have coming on within the next year. Obviously, a big one here is continue to focus on my mental health. Last year was not a good year for me. I reiterate, I've said this multiple times, but there were a lot of bad things that happened last year than good for me. And my mental health was not in a great state last year. So this year I would like to focus on getting my mental health a lot better. Monica, my therapist, she has been helping me tremendously. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be right now. Honestly, like, she has just helped me so much with so many things that I didn't think I really needed help with. But now she's like opened my eyes to see, like, it's okay to get help. It's okay to ask for help. And I know in the past I have always considered therapy, but I never had the time and I didn't have the financial stability for it. But now that I do, it has helped me so much. The end of last year till this year, and focus on your health. Do not be afraid to get help if you need it. I have here, get back into working out again and eating better. So before a lot of bad things started to happen last year, I was working on dieting when Nick moved in with me. We were trying to focus on getting a better diet and exercising. We were doing workouts at home, but it was something, you know, we were still doing stuff. And then we kind of lost track of it when Nick started going to school. And Nick is going back to school this week, actually tomorrow to be specific. And I want to try to incorporate doing workouts again and trying to focus on eating right again, because I did see a difference when I was doing that, and I want to continue to do that, and I really want to apply it to this year, especially since, you know, I'm going to be getting married next year, and I would like to look good for my wedding, and I would like to look good for the next 2 weddings I'm going to. So I would like to keep that a consistent goal for the year. Focus on keeping up with content on my YouTube channel. I work a full-time job Monday through Friday. I usually have off on the weekends. The weekends are when I film my videos. So I thought I was being consistent with it, but I know last year I had some points where I was having difficulty uploading and I didn't have the ambition to want to film anything. But that is going to change this year, because one of my goals that is on here, but I'll say it anyway, one of my goals that I have on here is to try to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And we are already at 83 subscribers. So I would really, really, really like to hit 100. And I know in order for me to do that, I need to be consistent with keeping up with content on my channel. So, as I said, the weekends are usually when I film, and I try to post by Monday, the latest. But I do get distracted when I edit sometimes, especially when Nick is around, because I get distracted when Nick is around. I try so hard to like be in my own zone, but he and I like watch TVs or movies or stuff together, and I just get so drawn to what we're watching that it makes me lose focus of what I'm doing. And I know that's not his fault, that's my own. But, you know, just being with him, it's like, I want to spend time with him. I don't want to just edit. And, you know, like, can you blame a girl for wanting to spend time with her man? Come on now. Anyway, another one I have is to have a consistent schedule. Again, like I said, I film on the weekend. I try to post on Mondays. I want to keep up with that. I want to be consistent with it. If I can film on Saturday instead of Sunday, because sometimes I film on Sunday, sometimes I film on Saturday. If I can pick a specific day to film and then upload by Monday, that would be perfect. And I want to try to keep that up. Try to get a second job so I can have more income coming in on the side. I applied for a new job. I want to try to go back into pharmaceutical. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, this is something you guys didn't know about me. From the age of 20, I had started a career in pharmaceutical. The reason for that is because most of my family has been in pharmaceutical most of their life. And I was working in a nursing home at the time, and I was dating this really, like, this guy wasn't good for me. And I was so desperate to leave the nursing home that my dad offered a job at his place. I took it and I started in pharmaceutical. So currently I am not in pharmaceutical. I am actually in, technically you consider it manufacturing, and I want to go back into pharmaceutical. One of my other goals that I have on here, that I guess I'll already say it, is I wanted to try to get into big pharmaceutical. Now, I don't know if you lovely viewers here know this, but big pharmaceutical industries include Novartis, Bristol Myers Squibb, Johnson & Johnson. I think those are like, oh, Pfizer, which makes the vaccine if you didn't already know. And I think that's the ones I can name off the top of my head. My father currently works for Bristol Myers Squibb. No, I will not tell you which location he is in, but I will tell you that is the company he works for, along with a few other friends that I have that I've made over the years. And I'm trying to get into that company very badly. I have wanted it for the past couple of years, but unfortunately, I lack the experience to get into the company. And I am keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that this is the year I get into big pharmaceutical, because big pharmaceutical means big money, better benefits, and a better life for myself and for my family that I am trying to create. So, if I get into big pharma, then I won't have to worry about getting a second job because I'll be making pretty good money. However, if I am still stuck at my current job that I am in, I would like to have a side job to help balance out expenses. I would like to get my car paid off. My car actually will be paid off by the end of this year in October, but I would like to try to pay it off sooner because why worry about paying my car off anymore? So I would like to try to pay my car off before October. That is the goal here. Continue to work on communication with family, friends, etc. When I am upset about things and I am annoyed about things, depending on the situation, sometimes I will open up and say what is bothering me, and sometimes I try to keep things to myself and just bottle it up and pay it no mind, especially if it's something little. But I realize now, lately, with the way my mental health has been, I can't keep the little things to myself either, especially if it really bothers me. So I'm trying to focus on being more vocal about things when they are bothering me and just letting people know, like, if I'm upset about something so that we can work out a way to be in a better state from it. And that is what I'm trying to do. And I'm working on it every day, and I think I'm doing pretty good. But, that's for everybody else to say, not just myself. Organize my dream wedding. I am so excited. June of 2023, Nick and I are getting married, and I'm not going to say too much. All I will say is the theme of our wedding is Tim Burton themed, mainly Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, and Corpse Bride. I am trying to incorporate all three movies into our wedding. I'm very excited. It's going to be wonderful. I will try to put it on YouTube for you guys to see. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to try to keep everything else a surprise for y'all. Find our potential future home. Obviously, that's self-explanatory. Nick and I plan to move out. We planned to move out this year, but due to expenses and things that happened last year, that's probably not going to happen this year, but we're hoping for next year. So obviously we're going to save, and we are going to look and see what's in our budget and potentially leave. Continue on building a healthy and stronger relationship with the ones I love. Again, that goes back to working on communication. Building a healthy relationship also means having good communication with people. And last year was very hard. As you guys didn't already know, Nick and I went through a lot last year, and we had a lot of downs, but we made it out of those downs, and we worked through those things together, and we are continuing to do that. And I'm happy where we are right now. In September, it'll actually be a year that Nick and I have been living together in my parents' house. And, we have already been engaged for over a year. June will be together for 3 years. We've come so far from where we were to where we are now. And, building that relationship has been such a wonderful experience for me. And building my relationship up with friends and family, I want to try to keep up with all of that. So that's what that means. Continue to keep myself on a more positive note. I tend to get very panicky, and I tend to have anxiety. And sometimes my depression gets to me quite a bit. So this year is the year where I try to kick it in the ass and say, no, enough is enough. I'm going to be happy for myself. And that goes for anybody out there who is in the same boat as me. Just know you're not alone and you've got this. You just have to keep telling yourself every day that you got this. Give yourself that pep talk and you'll make it through it just fine. Try not to think too much about the negative thoughts. Again, anxiety, depression plays a big part in my life. And sometimes I focus so much on the negative of things that it outweighs the positive in things. So I am trying to work on not thinking about the negative stuff, just focusing on the positive and letting the negative not affect me as much. Be adventurous and try to make new friends. Unfortunately, last year I lost quite a bit of friends and I had some rough starts with people and I want this year to change. And so far, I really think it has. I think I've been building up a better relationship with people that I kind of had some faults with. And I am happy at where things are going. And I would like to change it and, try to be more open to making new friends. Even if that means going to social events when I don't feel comfortable because of my anxiety. I have bad social anxiety, whether people believe it or not. I really do, because Nick doesn't believe it, but I've had bad social anxiety for quite some time. When I'm not in a place where I know anybody, I get very uncomfortable and it's hard for me, but I want to try to break out of that mold and be different. I'm going to turn the page here. Be more open to changes in my life. So I am a very organized, or I try to be a very organized person. I like to have a game plan. I like to have things set and ready. So if things are spontaneous from time to time, I want to be okay with that. And sometimes I have a hard time dealing with that. And I want to try to be more open to that, as well as other things that might go on that I might not be comfortable with. Like, I want to try to be more comfortable with those things. And I want to try to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Comfortable. I want to be more open to change. You know what I mean. When it comes to me, I guess I'll say something, but that's the most I could say to you right now. And then the last thing I have on here is to make sure to save enough money to get our own place, which goes back to finding our dream place. So that is everything I have for my goals so far for the year. If I have more, obviously I'll write them down. But that is what I have written for you guys. And then what I wanted to show you was, first of all, I saw this on one of the many bridal Facebook groups that I follow. And it is a organizer for different wedding expenses. So I wrote wedding expenses on there. I know it's really hard to see, but I tried. And then each fold I have a tab on. So I have a tab for money for dress, money for photographer, and money for catering. I have two other tabs here, but I really can't think of anything else I want to put in here. But I just thought I'd share this with you guys because I thought it was really neat and a good idea to do to help make sure I'm putting money aside for things. So that way I have it all organized. And then I have my wedding planning notes. I'm not going to go into every single one of these because it's going to take me some time. And it is almost as long as my goals for the year. But there's about one full page and one regular page. So I'll just read a few things off of here to share with you guys. Any upcoming brides or any brides that are getting married next year, like myself, you know, it's very good to have an I do checklist just of things that need to be done for your wedding, or things that you want to remind yourself to do, or, you know, just things to remember, you know. So on my list, I'm only going to read the first page because there's a lot on here, and there's probably going to be more that I will add to here later on. But for now, I am going to just read what I have here. So I have get bouquets for girls. Girls meaning my bridesmaids and my maids of honor. I am probably going to do fake flowers for all of them because real flowers are very expensive and ain't nobody got time for that. I have make centerpieces for tables. I still do not know how many tables I will have at my wedding exactly because I don't have a complete and total count of how many people I will have at my wedding. So I have to wait, but I do have ideas for centerpieces and we are trying to work on doing that very soon. Mail out RSVPs. Our wedding is in 2023. My goal is to have our RSVPs sent out probably by January of next year because I want to get it done soon, and the sooner the better. Mail out wedding invitations. Wedding invitations, I think, are probably I don't know exactly how these things work. I've only been married once. I'm only going to be married once. And I don't know how all of this works. My guess is for wedding invitations, I would say probably about maybe 2 or 3 months before the wedding. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, please, or gentlemen, if there are any men watching. Get idea for bridesmaids dresses. Bridal party I should have wrote, but I put bridesmaids dresses. So my idea, I have pictures of things that I want, dresses that I want. Obviously, purple is going to be their color. I have ideas for what style, but I have to see for myself what style I think will look nice on them. Have the girls buy their dresses possibly by September. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. My goal is to probably find something by September. I would like it if they would try to buy their dresses by September. If not, the sooner the better. I'm not telling them to alter it. I'm just telling them to buy it. So hopefully by September, I can at least have a dress picked out for them and they could possibly go and get it in October, maybe even November. I don't know. We shall see. Buy more fake flowers for centerpieces. So my mother and I, we went to Michael's. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned it. And we bought some fake flowers for the wedding. And we are going to slowly start to buy more and more flowers for the wedding. But we're trying to do it a little bit at a time. So with time, we will have more flowers. But yes, I have that written here. Buy shoes for wedding. So obviously I have an idea of what kind of a wedding shoe I want to have. I want to have a heel, and then I want to change into a more comfortable shoe. I'm torn between having flats or just a really cool shoe, maybe a Converse or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm going to figure it out. My last one that I have written on here, because I don't want this video to be too long, is make care packages for hotel. So we do plan on getting a hotel for those who plan to stay the evening of our wedding. And obviously, whatever hotel we end up picking, I want to make care packages for those who are staying, and nothing crazy, something simple, you know. But yeah, that is it, guys. That's everything I have for you in this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe if you are not already. And if you're not, what the hell are you doing? Like, come on, I'm trying to keep up with my content and I want you all to just love everything that I'm trying to put out there for you guys. And yeah, comment below what you would like to see in my next video. Comment below if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, this weekend I am going to be busy again, and hopefully I can share that with you. Maybe I will vlog it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just post a random video of something. You guys will just have to see. But until then, bye guys. Mwah.